Hey guys, what's going on? It's Dark Cinema here, and I am here with another movie reaction for you today. I just got back. It is about 10:30 Eastern Standard Time on July 31st. I just got back from seeing Guardians of the Galaxy. Holy shit! That was awesome! I'm just gonna, before I start going into this, let me just remind any of you who are watching, any of you who are diehard Marvel fans, I am not very familiar with Guardians of the Galaxy. In fact, I never really got into Marvel. I was more of a DC person until Iron Man came out in 2008, I believe. And even then, I'm still catching up on everything, like stuff like the Infinity Gauntlet. I just was finished reading the Age of Ultron event comic that was done recently. So if I get anything wrong, please just know this is just a reaction. I got out of the car and I'm just doing this now. Otherwise, I would have done this like right as I was getting out of the theater in my car, but sadly I don't have a camera for that yet. Yet be the keyword. Anyway, getting off track. Guardians of the Galaxy was a different kind of film that I was expecting, and to be honest though, I kind of knew going in this wasn't going to be your average superhero film. In fact, I wouldn't even call it a superhero film, but that's just me. Let's go into this. I'll go into this via like I'm gonna try to be spoiler free in this case. I'm not gonna reveal any major plot spoilers, but if I do inadvertently, spoiler alert, though I'm just gonna try not to do that. Alright, so, well, with this movie, I think we were already guaranteed that this is bringing it a step closer to what we're gonna see in Avengers 3 with the Infinity Gauntlet. We do see Thanos, or so however you want to pronounce it. We do get to see Josh Brolin playing Thanos, and pretty good. I think the look, it doesn't seem so ridiculously out of proportion, but just by his voice and his attitude, you can see that this is a guy who he gives off an aura of power and someone who shouldn't be screwed with. You don't want to screw with them. We're introduced to the Kree. If diehard Marvel fans, or if even casual Marvel fans will know of the Kree Skrull War. That was an event comic. I learned about the Kree during the Kree Skrull War from reading different Avengers comics. Ronan is the main villain of this film, who is a Kree. He actually was a good job. Really nothing a little memorable. He was menacing, to say the least. I mean, it took quite a lot to finish him. Again, I'm not going to reveal a lot of spoilers here. So let me just get into where now we're 3 minutes into this video. Now this movie really just it was great. Let's get into the cast themselves. Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, oh my gosh, there was no end to his comedy. He was both serious when he had to be, but he was able to lighten up all that tension with his humor, and every moment he was on screen, I had a smile on my face. It was just, he was great. Zoe Saldana, I believe, if I'm pronouncing the name wrong, I'm sorry, as Gamora, she was great. Definitely a good foil for Chris Pratt and their back and forth banter. That was amazing, and I loved that the stunt work with Gamora was absolutely insane. She was great. Dave Bautista as Drax. There was a nice little arc of him basically just being blinded by the rage against Ronan for killing his family. But I love the makeup work they did for Drax, and it was, again, a very imposing man, but at the same time, he he was educated, but he wasn't stupid. He wasn't like as stupid as people would normally think him to be. Like, he's a huge brute of a man. Vin Diesel as Groot. Wow. How do you describe Groot? Funny and strange, but someone you want to keep on his good side. You want to get on his good side. I mean, I'm not gonna say what happened, but let's just say what Groot does in this movie will make what the Hulk did to Loki and Thor look like a slap on the wrist. Let me tell you, Groot now is the new definition of overkill. With Bradley Cooper as Rocket Raccoon, great voice, managed to bring again some comedy. There was the movie managed to balance a lot of comedy with the serious with the serious tones in this film, and something that I think it just balanced very nicely. Bradley Cooper as Rocket, again, most of his lines just were absolutely hilarious because you got this badass voice coming out of this like little guy. Yeah, Karen Gillan, who some of you may remember as Amy Pond from series 5, 6, and 7 of Doctor Who, as Nebula, I believe, another daughter of Thanos. She was a great villainess, I believe. We don't really see her that much, but what we do see is I love the makeup work they did, and it managed to make it look very alien-like, but yet still retain that humanoid quality. I just liked the makeup work that they did. This film has a lot of Easter eggs for any one of you who noticed. Like, when we see the Collector, you're going to see a bunch of Easter eggs. There's, he has a Chitauri, he has, it's been a while since I've seen Thor the Dark World. I believe is a Dark Elf or a Night Elf, whatever you call him. He has one of those. I mean, I managed to catch a few of what was on screen, but I didn't manage to catch it all. So that was interesting. And see if you guys see any more, please drop them in the comments below, because I wouldn't be surprised if it was there. The premise of the film is there is this artifact that Ronan, the Kree Ronan, is after to destroy Xandar, which is the home of the Nova Corps. Nova is another Marvel superhero. It's not really a superhero as shown in the comics, the Nova Corps in this movie. It's more of a kind of police force. So that was interesting. Though I do like Nova, I doubt they're actually going to make a movie of Nova. So this artifact is later revealed to be an Infinity Gem. And we all knew that this was coming, of course. When you're leading up to the Infinity Gauntlet for Avengers 3, you're gonna have to reveal the Infinity Gem sooner or later. So we have three gems accounted for. We have the Tesseract, we have the Ether, and we have this gem. They really didn't give a name for it. So it's basically the little gang of misfits, the Guardians of the Galaxy, trying to keep the stone from Ronan, and basically set up it's expanding the Marvel Cinematic Universe beyond Earth. So setting the scale, or pushing the scale, making it a lot larger to what we're going to see in Avengers 3. If any of you are expecting the end credit scene to be a lead up to another film, do not get your hopes up. It is a great end credit scene. I'm not going to spoil it, but it is not leading up to another movie, which is sad because I felt that it would have been great for this. As a sci-fi fan, I mean, I love Star Wars. Star Wars was the film that got me into this. to want to choose to critique film. Back when I first saw it when I was like 8 years old, I always loved film because of Star Wars. I have a very special place in my heart for science fiction films. And this film was tapped into that that love and nostalgia for science fiction. It didn't pull its punches when it got into the sci-fi stuff. I mean, really, Salty's kind of thrown out the window when you have a talking raccoon and a walking tree. So yeah, story was great. The characters were amazing. Each got their own separate moment in the sun, and none of it seemed to overshadow the other. And I am really looking forward to Avengers 3, even though that is way off. We're talking maybe like 4 or 5 years from now. I am really looking forward to this, because just thinking about the possibilities for Avengers 3, that we're going to be seeing now Earth's Mightiest Heroes with the Guardians of the Galaxy together. That's going to be a huge, huge film. Let me know your thoughts. What did you think of Guardians of the Galaxy? I personally loved it, and this is coming from a guy who's never heard of these guys before. Like, literally, the only time I heard of them was when I went to Free Comic Book Day and got this. So this is the only thing I saw that, this was my only real knowledge of what the Guardians of the Galaxy were like. So I kind of went into it blind, but I came out very impressed. So anyone who, if you're a Marvel fan, this movie is a must-see if you're planning to see Avengers 3, because this definitely sets the stage for the Infinity Gauntlet and Thanos. If you love Marvel, this is great. If you're a science fiction fan and you never really liked Marvel, still go see Guardians of the Galaxy, because I feel you won't be disappointed by it, by its just the scope and scale and the sheer diversity of all the species of aliens that are shown. It just makes the film that much more enjoyable. I want to keep this short because I don't want you to hear me rambling. We're already 12 minutes in, so I am Darth Cinema, and I will see you next time. I'm almost done editing my review of a show that's very near and dear to my heart from growing up in the 90s, Goosebumps, A Night in Terror Tower. So I will see you guys next time with that review. Until then, take care, guys. This is Darth Cinema.